So what we're going to do today is we're going to cover the UP3D milling machine portfolio. UP3D is a company, and I think it's the only company besides Dentsply Sirona that really has an end-to-end development. Meaning they develop their own scanners, their own design software, their own CAM software, their own milling machines, sintering ovens, everything. So they have solutions from end to end in digital dentistry. But before we deep dive into the mills itself, please like, subscribe, do something about this video. They have a pretty straightforward portfolio. They only have 4 options available. 3 of them are dry only, and 1 of them is wet only. So we have here the P42 Plus, and you're gonna see P40 is gonna be 4 axis, P50, whatever, is gonna be 5 axis. So the P42 Plus is their chair side looking mill, 4 axis, wet only, focused on glass ceramics and titanium abutments. From here, we have the P53, which is their 5-axis entry-level mill with step motors, a Chinese spindle, and this one does require an external compressor. Then we have the P53 DC, which is basically the P53 with a 12-fold disc changer attached to it. So this one is for a little bit a higher production or more autonomy. And their newest launch is the P55D, which is the 5-axis, dry only, compressor free. It carries a Cyclotech spindle and servo motors mill. This one is a direct competitor to, for example, the VHF E5. This one is focused either on labs that have a small footprint or on clinics that want to start to do their own zirconia and don't necessarily have space or want to handle an external compressor to it. Let's go one by one on these mills. Let's start with the P42 Plus. Like I said, this is the chair side looking one. So you see on this image here, it focuses a lot on the outlet. Why? Because it's a plug-and-play solution. You don't need an external air to it. Really cool thing about this one compared to the Cerex system, which is the most used chair side mill, is the option of working with up to 3 glass ceramics blocks at once. So this means you can put up to 3 crowns, and because it is an open mill, you can even fit 2 veneers, for example, in the same block. Besides being able to mill glass ceramics, this mill is one of the only chair side mills that also enable you to mill custom abutments out of a titanium blank. Now we're going to focus on the P53 and the P53DC. And why am I going to talk about them together? Because spec wise they're exactly the same. The difference is that you have the P53 and the DC is just a disc changer attached to the 53. So as you can see here, this mill comes with an open holder or a C-clamp holder that enables you to do 90-degree milling. It is a 5-axis dry only. You can put up to 6 burrs at the same time, so it has an automated tool changer. This is pretty straightforward with any mill nowadays. And of course, on the disc changer, you have a 12-fold disc changer attached to it. If you need higher production, this carries over 90 hours of production capacity. And to close it all off, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the P55D, which is their best-selling mill currently. It has a couple differentiators. So number one, as you can see here, it is a plug-and-play mill. It does not need an external air to it. It carries a C-clamp, so it means you have a higher definition on the vestibular milling. This mill works with a German spindle from Cyclotech, as you can see here. Why is this spindle important? Is because of this spindle that this mill is able to work without a compressor. And besides that, it has servo motors to it, which make the movement more precise and more accurate compared to step motors. So this mill here, who is this for? Maybe a clinic, maybe a lab with a small footprint, someone that wants to do this chair side like zirconia workflow. If you still have any questions, access our website. You're going to have a comparison tool with all the information you need about any type of equipment.